History and evolution of nursing in early period. Evolution of nursing is like any other discipline or profession, has undergone noticeable changes. The progress in nursing had been relatively slow in the early period of independence. However, through the later part of the 20th century, there has been definitive growth and development in the nursing education. Nursing in early period. In the early Indo-Christian era. Indo-Christian era refers to the early period of Christian era. Women provided nursing services at home as a part of their ethical and humanitarian services. No formal education or training was expected. Rather, a woman used her skills as a loving mother to care for the sick on a person to person basis. By Middle Ages, nursing had become an organized service. Most nurses were part of the religious orders. They received training from their practical experience in caring for the sick. Most of them were expected to devote their time outside the home to care for the poor and the sick. It was during this period that a rich person like Phoebe of Centuria dedicated her life to nursing and was called the first visiting nurse. Phoebe means she is a Christian woman and deaconess of the church at Centuria. Centuria is a city in Greece. She found deaconess means servant of church. Deaconess, an order of Christian women who serve the sick and the poor. Nursing continued in the same fashion for many centuries. Many religious orders were disbanded, and women were expected to devote their time and energy to their own families and homes. The nurses who existed were social outcasts of the time. These women worked off jail sentences through nursing duties and had no training or preparation for the care of the sick. This period is referred to as the Dark Age of Nursing. In ancient Egypt, physicians practiced medicine in temples and were assisted by women helpers. Though the records of nursing procedures are available, there is no indications whether these helpers were nurses or any other persons. Hippocrates was a ancient Greek physician who is also known as father of medicine, emphasized on observation of signs and symptoms of illness, but nursing was still not practiced as women remained at home. Nursing in medieval period AD 1000 to 1450 AD. In Europe, many nursing orders developed during the time. Clara of Assisi founded the Poor Clares, which cared for the sick and lepers. During Renaissance to the 19th century, there were despair, wars, plague, and indifferences to the poor and sick. This was a period of decline for nursing, but the field of medicine was growing. During the 17th century, Saint Vincent de Paul founded the Sisters of Charity who cared for the sick. This pattern continued till the Industrial Revolution, until the time of Florence Nightingale of England. Modern nursing. Miss Florence Nightingale, 1820 to 1910, was born in a prominent English family with the benefits of excellent education and knowledge of social conditions and reforms of the time. She believed that nursing should be a separate career and not a part of religious responsibilities. Miss Nightingale received the yearbook of the Institution of Deaconess at Kesselworth in October 1846. She went to Kesselworth in 1847 to work with the deaconess. She went to Paris in 1853 to study with the Sisters of Charity. She was later appointed superintendent of the English General Hospital in Turkey. During the Crimean War, the major reforms brought in her where in hygiene, sanitation, and nursing practice, which reduced the mortality rate at the barracks hospital in Turkey from 42.7% to 2.2% in 6 months. In 1860, she developed the first organized program of training for nurses at the Nightingale Training School for Nurses at St. Thomas Hospital in London. Miss Nightingale never visited India. Her accurate knowledge of the conditions prevailing at the time were obtained from the circular of enquiry which was sent to all military stations in India. She also wrote individual letters to high ranking military and medical officers posted in India. The Royal Sanitary Commission on the Health of the Army in India was appointed in 1859 and facts collected in 1861. The ensuring reforms in civil hospital laid the foundation of public health work in India. The civil war stimulated the growth of nursing in the United States. Clara Baston, founder of the American Red Cross, followed by Dorothy Lindy Dis and Harriet Tubman. Between 1872-73, three nursing schools were found in USA, in New York City, Boston, and in New Haven. Subsequent to the Civil War, nursing schools in the USA and Canada began to pattern their curriculum after the Nightingale School in Canada. In Canada, the first training school, St. Catherine, started in Ontario in 1874. In 1884, Mary Agnes Snelling became Director, Toronto General Hospital.